games. Here is the schedule.
So, like we already say before, day 3 right now is from the match 14 towards 21, so there will be
much longer than the previous days. And also for those watching, this is our point system that will be officially used for PMGC 2020. For our winner chicken dinner, we'll have 15 points used to count every round for each team playing.
Yes, and right now the prize pool, like already said before, the number 1, the champion, will bring back home $700 US. The number 2, the gap is quite far, $200,000 US, and also the number 3.
It's quite big as well. Yes. It's quite large for this year, and the prize pool is significantly larger than the previous year.
Yes.
And these are our participating teams. We have BTR, DA, 4AM, Power 88, RQ, KP, and VXQS, and also ASL.
They will be split out a little bit more as the circle is going to be forcing them out in the open here. Meanwhile, another fight is about happening here. The western side here, Team Secret, going to be gatekeeping a couple of members here coming from ALS. As you can see, Rex is slowly chipping away towards the pixels here, alongside with 4AM here. This is a disastrous fight for the guys in purple there, Chu. That is hard push there coming from 4AM as well as Team Secret there.
Is a complete mayhem broke up the moment. We have a bit of a hardship for the circle just now. 4AM so still holding this compound quite strong. There are 4 walls to go against them, and it's not going to be that easy to take these Titans to go down. Now the Illuminati next to Western World has kind of crumbles over as 4AM triumph for now. A1 does not donate, falls down one more minute.
Actually adapted even quicker here. So I've also had a couple conversations with some of the managers as well. They did mention that, hey, they don't exactly know what's up. And to bring up to the point that you mentioned as well, where, hey, teams don't exactly know what they're doing. And this is their moment here. They are the unknown factor. And considering that they are also from Turkey, and they play alongside footballers here, people are very focused on footballers instead of class digital athletics, and a lot of teams are struggling to deal with them. But can they actually work things out for today's 15 kills, and the longest distance kills is 178 meter here. So as of now, we are going to be jumping straight into game here. We do see a couple gunshots in. Looks like A1 is going to be catching one of the players of Comnina Power here, as Frozen is pretty much stuck out and open. This is not looking good for Frozen here. You know, he's going to actually make it out very safely here in Los Leonas. And like I said, Los Leonas is one of the hardest city to actually kind of play here, just because of how many cracks, windows, and especially cover that may or may not present themselves in terms of enemy here who's pretty much camping their way through. However, escape is also pretty easy as well, as long as you find yourself. They do have themselves a couple of KPs here and there, but looks like Team Secret Jin, they know there's 4AM in that vicinity. You know, most probably they know it's going to be 4AM, or there's going to be some people there. Looks like they will make the decision and kind of build out situation here, because this circle is a very weird circle, because this is not too common circle. It's going to be pushing them far north here. Meanwhile, A1, Jax has got his Dorado stuck. Oh no, that's
why of all the timing it had to be stuck. Now luckily there's no team that kind of telling them way too close. If you do have, I think it's going to be Zeus around the corner, A1 as well. So it's going to be
second map, and my goodness here, Nova, they do get themselves a huge mega kill here. Meanwhile, Nova Zin, he gets taken out from downtown here. That's going to be football split up in terms of forces here. Not looking too good for them here, as A1 is going to be holding down towards the barn here. 4AM on towards the high ground top of the mountain here. And this is a 4 a.m. classic special. We see them do this very, very often. They love managed to clutch it with 1 HP and taking out the members here, but eventually gets scouted out from Alpha 7, and that's going to be Navi out in the of Weekendy, a pretty northwestern flight path for some of these teams here, passing towards Goroka, a very, very common household for RRQ Athena. Will they be able to drop there safely? Contestantly, we shall see, and it's going to be ending towards the outskirts of Cosmodrome. So a pretty rough circle for some of these teams here, but let's take a look at what they are going to be showing to us here, because a very, very hard circle, I would say here, as the teams are going to be rotating from the northern west section of the circle here. Vehicles are going to be very limited for teams who's going to be rotating towards the eastern section here. We might see a lot of roadkill potentially here. Hopefully the zone is going to be favorable for one of the teams here, but oh my god, what am I looking there? What am I looking?
I have a feeling it might end up around Abbey or Villanova. Usually the circle is like that, but it would be more entertaining, a bit more evil for us to wish it will be beyond winery. It will be in the water, because we haven't seen crazy circles.
Hazelnut, they actually survives this too.
I think Hazelnut going to be the sacrificial lamb for the team. He took one for the team while the other two were actually going to the 6, and he has to play that bait for now. On the side of Navi, they got themselves quite comfortable in a very, very safe place for now. It's a very open plane here. The moment somebody stepped out from their safe place for Digital Athletics, Navi going to shoot them down. And while they are still on the run, they're trying to look for a better covers for the side of Matic especially. Got A1 behind their backs here. While they couple of shots been hurt, but it seems like it's just trying to bait stuff, or even giving the idea that somebody's here, not to cross that territory. This is ours to take. You just stay where you are, while the others are still standing down as well. We're talking about,
I think, to hold down the fort in towards the city area here. Things will be a little bit messy in towards that vicinity if teams kind of group up into the building. But as of now, A1 bring a little bit.
Notice that gap can in the first place.
I don't think he realized it. I was about to mention it, but ooh, that was a really close hop. Imagine if he shot both the gas tank. That would be a disastrous moment for him. However, Paraboy here going to be going for his signature play here. He gets the red dot shot in here from afar. He knocks one of the members there. As a Nova XQF, they're looking to go in for the push against A1 here, and that's going to be an opportunity for them here. They got one knock. Paraboy is pretty much stuck all alone by himself here, but the rest of the teams coming from Nova is thinking to go in for the push, but at the same time, well, Winery is not exactly inside of the zone, so going for the next phase of zone and position is going to be the key component here. Meanwhile, they do have one member who's pretty much stuck in the open as well. Jimmy just cut out one of the members from Dante here. Jimmy on top of the roof, going to be taking advantage and try and punish the guys from A1 who tries to leave the Winery without him knowing here. And as soon as they get 2 knocks in, look at this, Nova, they are gonna go and swarm over the guys from A1 here, as Jamie with the perfect positioning here to take advantage of the situation here. Nicely done here coming from Jimmy, and now they are going to be regrouping here. They've got a couple 2 KP. The damage has been done, but looks like, do they want to go in for the zone, or do they want to finish them up and worry to fight for another fight here, Shu?
I don't think Jimmy is that perfect anymore based on the current circle. The blue is closing even furthermore, shrinking it hard for Jimmy to jump down. I'm figuring things out for Jimmy. Jimmy, the moment he jumps down, Jack's going to be waiting with his rifles just across there. And we saw a couple of smoke being tossed down from the rooftop, while all they're still waiting for Jimmy to come down and climb down from there. He's already preparing himself, prep up quickly with the nade, hoping to toss it over Jax. Now Jax, how can he get out from here? It's kind of a stuck place there, and now we have only 9 left for A1 to save Jax. Can they actually reach out to him? Was Secret Jin along the way? This is just tough for A1. They got split up and it's too far, and although when it comes to his nade, he never misses.
Yeah, there's nothing much Nin can actually do in this situation here. He tried his best, and look at this. A1, they don't have vehicles. He's pretty much all by himself here. Nova played that.
The whole team plays themselves at top 10. Now A1 the next one to be eliminated. mobile technology company featuring the ultra-fast OnePlus 8T 5G smartphone as the official device of PMGC, powered by the Snapdragon 865 5G mobile platform. Also, Mountain Dew, the proud official beverage, where they quench our thirst of fueling as well for PMGC, the next generation of gaming talent. And also, we want to thank winning Kuala Dubai right now. We are so honored to have Dubai Tourism and Dubai Sports Council as our location sponsors, and we thank them for making this for their support and making the event in Dubai possible. I want to shout out as well for our talents and previous host casters and analysts: Jason Kaplan, Maxman, Seven Worlds, John Allen, Blank Heart, Jukes Imperium, Wolfie, Oflo, and also Old Doggy. Thank you guys for being such a great comrade that helping us so much, giving information and help us through all this challenging moment when it comes to the finals of PUBG Mobile Globals. But we're down to the fourth game here. Back to Erangel we go.
Yep, and thank you so much to everybody as well for helping us out. However, to ensure that you guys are enjoying the game here as well, we are going to be taking towards the flight path here in the Erangel. Here we saw the flight path passing towards the southwest corner, a pretty southeastern approach coming from all these teams here. But the circle is going to sects of that terrain has very different unique play styles here, whereas 70 is going to be a lot of long range gunfights all from the get-go. But on the southwest corner, it's going to be a lot of compounds to worry about here, whereas the Georgia Pool Apartments as well is going to be something that is extremely hard to play because there is so many cover to actually play in that regards that you.
And now, sorry for that. PUBG Mobile, sorry, the Erangel map, we've talked about Navi before. I don't think they will bomb into any teams anytime soon based on how they rotate it. 4 a.m. surprisingly, just say hi and a hello and then goodbye to a surprise. Nobody tried to park themselves on top of that Gakhan mountain, and I'm so surprised by how 4 a.m. approached this one as well. Usually they will rotate it very late, just how like Team Secret Gen plays, but Navi right now, they caught themselves in a situation they don't want to be. They got sprayed down by A1 out of nowhere, and now look at the Sinister is being really sinister himself, making sure nowhere to go for Navi. They pin down all the angles possible for them to exit out, but they have to be careful. They don't want to get stabbed in the back because there's one more team approaching very closely behind if A1 is not being meticulous about this.
Oh, A1, that's
we don't mind while the others are looking at different angles, but the rest of Navi, they know they cannot fight this head on. When it comes to CQC against 4 a.m, it's too of a big risk for them to fight against, so it's best for them to first go for this engage part way. Will leave this compound to make sure they got themselves in the center of a circle. Now the next circle is tough for the place. It's going to be between the river on the a little bit towards the eastern side of Jobo Pool, on the outskirts of Ruins and Hospital.
All these long range fights, and Nova, they're still going to be docking themselves in the bridge there. Not the most ideal approach, but I don't think they have much of a choice here, considering that there's how packed this next phase of circle is. So Nova, they are going to try to hide inside the river here to try and mask their presence before actually stinging out a W. And Jimmy Boy is going to be one of the first ones to make it along the shore here. Meanwhile, Alpha 7 is still pretty much occupied with their fight against A1 now. So that's the day to try and keep things alive for RRQ. Frozen is going to be the last man standing for inside the Convena.
But speaking of the other teams that we haven't mentioned a lot, like football is always under the highlight. Gonna be Sunhawk. The flight path has been opened. The airplane is ready to fly. But are the players ready for the fight? Which gonna test their mental, their physical, everything will be down to game number 5 now.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, here we're going to be jumping straight into game of Sandhawk, ladies and gentlemen, here with 4x4, the first one for today. Half the teams prepared themselves in a small, congested map here because we are going to get up and close and cozy and personal, where the teams are going to duke it out for being the best of the best. As of now, 4 a.m. with 182 points gathered in total here. 4 a.m. Suk is the top leaderboard here. It's going to be tying the kill leaderboard against with order here. Both teams play a supportive role for the team here. He's pretty much in the I would say, the backbone support of the team, but more like he plays an interesting role where not many people kind of play that well, in the sense where, hey, Senior, he plays a supporting role. He's willing to sacrifice for the sake of the team here. Whereas when Beer 11 fits in the picture, RQ plays a different play style, and the supporting role, I feel like it actually goes into hands of D2E more. Beer 11 and Ernie kind of swap their role a little bit in the different sense here. So it might be a minor change here. People say like, hey, you know, position is not that great here, but it actually changes the chemistry and playstyle completely in terms of dynamics just because of one change here. However, gunshots are coming in here. A1 with the opening pick here. Sinister actually taking out what Silas with that M4 spray that you.
Yep, and that spray was really close to getting one, but luckily they're a bit too far. Now A1, they try to approach team with aggressive play. The thing about A1, I noticed one thing about them. They never stick S4. It's not wrong to not stick S4, but they are too far split within each other that they cannot back up when they got ambushed. And the moment they caught one person down, one enemy down, they cannot finish the deal as well because they're too far from each other. That's one thing. They're not covering the angles right. I'm not a pro player, don't bash me, but in the meantime, like Jax, if only he moved a bit forward, then maybe he can get a glimpse of Digital Athletics to see in a different angle. But now, this is where we talked about. 4 a.m. might approach A1 at this state. But in the meantime, can the teammates of A1 can give the backup on time? Because how spread they are, too thin, and at the same time, it's just too far. And Digital Athletics, even though they kind of separated for Razy to scout things out, but the other three are staying as a team, just in case they get ambushed.
Yep, and seeing how the game is going to be happening as well. Let's take a look at a replay on how it actually went down here. DA, they spread up their forces a little bit here. They were able to find a opening window crack and actually take down the members from A1 here. They took a little bit too long. They had the compound with a nice knock. Unfortunately, Deslin had the upper hand in the sense of decision making here. They understand that, hey, there's going to be a lot of teams coming in here. Let's make a quick decision. Let's push them. And they got themselves a really nice compound now, and 4 a.m. does see this coming up here. Sook going to be extremely aggressive now here. It's got one of the highest damage done thus far in the game. It's one of the highest for the team here. It's going to be trading with DA, and I'm not sure if DA knows this here, but as soon as they get up here, things are going to get a little bit pricey here. So getting a shot in the head here from Silas. Silas is going to be pressuring a little bit more towards 4 a.m. But the moment he gets a knock from the side of DA here, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in for some serious trouble because 4 a.m. are no pushovers thus far too.
There was 2 bullets, 2 taps coming up from Silas. It was straight headshot. It pierces 4 a.m. eyes, left and right. He goes blind with that 2 shots, only that 2 taps. That was amazing plays by Silas. Just a quarter of his...
In this case, BTR, they're going to get trapped from the guys from Team Secret Gym for now. If the circle helps them a little bit here, it might be an opening for them to kind of stay alive for a little bit more. Because as of now, the circle, nope, actually is going to deny BTR that opportunity here because they are going to go head guns blazing here. And the circle will have bootcamp in the middle of it all. So Navi is in prime position to take every single fight except for Alpha 7's high ground vision. So that's going to be 2 key spots where teams are going to struggle the most. And also on top of that, the open pit.
We want to stay quiet, but it's not going to be just A1 4 a.m. fighting against. It's going to be Team Secret as well. Wait, what? It's not enough to get one team, but they won for 2. It's like buy one, free one for 4 a.m. And it's a discounted price as well. And that power trip start to move as the moment we speak, but hey, taking themselves too greedy. 4 a.m. Digital Athletics spot them out at the back line. And now it's going to be Digital Athletics fighting against A1, fighting against 4 a.m. What just happened? Of all of a sudden, the 4th phase, they got what it takes to take it to the top 3 and maybe number 1 after this. A1...
Because as the game progresses here, it's all about consistency, it's all about stamina. Sometimes when the fatigue kicks in, it comes back down to basics. But enough of the basics here. We are down towards the 2nd final match for today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are going to be heading off and towards the map of Miramar. As you can see, the planes are taking off in towards the desert hot plains of Miramar here, and the teams are going to be going it up. very.
I think it's going to be Erangel. There's no more on my map here today, by the way. It's only Erangel and Sound for the last 4 games. And for those actually watching at home, thank you so much for your support and love, especially if you guys know that we are not actually the official casters, but thank you so much for the official ones. Jason Kaplan, Maxman Severwell, John Allen Blank, Hot Jukes Imperium, for giving us so much support and so much help, because we're not in Dubai. We hardly have any information about what's happening behind the scene, but you guys keep us updated. And also Woofy and El Dogi, even though you guys cannot join us here today, but thank you so much as well for helping us behind the scene. We know that you are frustrated for the viewers not getting your your homies, you know, the old casters, but you only have us. Okay, deal with it. Just deal with it. Okay, things happen, and we're happy to have, you know, one more player we've seen here today. Just now, we saw it almost 7K. But hello, hey, naughty Sook, and there you.
AS, as they are going to be getting a couple shots in DP. Heaven is pretty much very low. Leon as well. On top of that, looks like they will try and heal out a little bit more here, Chu.
Now A1, they lost so many members here. Now down to only Shy caught. Can he actually not get caught? Or will it be Charlotte get caught here for him? Sorry with the puns, I cannot stop myself. But on the side of Smoke now, V, that's going to be trading grenades for them. Matic's trying to scout things out, but that's a bit of a take Smoke in between. Shy caught, he tried to trade over with an M416. Oh, barely make it out alive. There's no way out. Oh my god, he got caught there for Shy caught. It's Shy, but he got caught. I'm sorry. You guys said I screamed too much, so I tried to chill down a bit. And thank you so much again. One shout it out for the official talents here: Jason Maxman, Severwell, John Allen Blank, Hot Juice, Imperial Flow, or Wolf, and also Wolfie and El Dogi. But let's not waste any more time. Will it be since we execute at Nova? Will be 4 a.m. Will be the sleeping giants of Area Wolf even? Who knows? Let's fly into somehow match number 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, here now for the second last match for today. We are gone towards game number 7 here, as the fatigue is going to be starting to show on the players as well as on the casters here. But don't worry, we are going to be taking you from some amazing journey in the map of Sanhok here. As of now, the flag path was a pretty western one coming in from the north section of Hatin. And guess what? The circle is going to be centralized on towards the alpha side here, and you can hear the screams coming from Choo Choo.
So exhausted to play 8 games back to back. No rest, right, Icy?
Yep, definitely here. I'm looking forward to see what is going to be up next here. Meanwhile, I want to bring up the point here on how the BTR and RRQ fight went as well here, right? Like, I did bring up the point that, hey, you know, teams are going to be opting to look for early gatekeeps here. Teams need to rotate relatively early.
Double 5 kill, but on the meantime, we're looking at Mark Toy. There's nobody in there. What is he planning? Literally tossing away his grenades for nothing.
Wow, what a Molotov here coming from Raum. He's actually forced Neen to actually kind of reposition himself here, and Raum does have high ground. He needs to finish the picture, but at the same time, football is on top of the mountain. They can't exactly go into retreat here, and Neen gonna get a couple shots in here. Meanwhile, on the kill feed, we do see Luz taking out the boys from Team Secret on top of that. Cherry also taking out members from football. Is a trade up, the trade down below, and ASL, they're gonna be trapped on top of that as well. They are trading nades after nades. Raum, he does not have any more first aids here. Can he make the play here? Because as of now, ASL, they're going to be in some trouble. There's going to be 3 kills all the way through. ASL, they're getting shot from every single corner here now. In the worst case scenario here, Raum is going to make the best of what he can. He's going to get enough KP for the side of football is here. With his health slowly ticking away here. He's got a bandage here, but Haven is going to try and heal himself out of here. Looks like he's going to go for the miracle jump. And eventually misses the timing here, but he will sacrifice his life. And Haven now is going to bleed out eventually here. Pops the first aid kit. Is it going to be close?
He's just healed up. Now he's going to run for it. The blue's closing in. More teams out. It's down to only 4. 12.
Here at the PMGC 2020 here, Drew.
Yep, PMGC finals, you have it. And we're gonna go into the plane. In Bengal, we come for the finals. Yeah, and it's gonna be the final match of day number 3. Drop your predictions now, or we'll never have anymore because it's gonna be skewed towards the western side. But nonetheless, I'm gonna have a big shout out. I don't care what you guys say, but thank you so much, Clover Stevens, because well done, casters. You guys are one of my favorite for now. I know I changed the word a bit just because, you know, I have Icy Baby on my side. But thank you so much for the kind words here, Clover Stevens. And you guys been supporting us here today. You guys are awesome. It was back-to-back 8 games. And you stayed with us the whole day today, more than 8 hours. You guys are just crazy good. You guys are the reviewers. And you guys are getting better at predicting as well. Because you might get away with 150,000 US dollars in your pocket. Not maybe just you, maybe 100 of you. But we're gonna jump into the final game. Back to Erangel we go. But the flight path is gonna be hard for the players that kind of favor Milta Power. If they're ending 4 a.m. is the circle. If the circle is not favoring them, they're gonna rotate late. If it's really on their side, they are right in the middle of it. So they are taking the center. Maybe they'll fight against all the teams surrounding it as well, which is gonna be A1 for now. Possibly because they are the nearest towards them, and also Team Secret Jin. Mind you that they have to be extra careful now. If they cannot be
apartments here, so that's going to be a lot of information going to be shifted towards there as well. There's going to be a lot of heat being dished out as well. Unisonly here, every single team is rushing their way, trying to secure themselves a good spot into the Yasnaya territory here. 4 a.m. Yeah, but they have to make a run for it now, because as of now, A1, they're keeping their way through, and Shoykon is going to get a couple shots in here from afar as Team Secret Jin is looking to clean him out from this fight. It's all by himself here. The Neen and also Sinister is going to be providing the assist here for all this people here as well. Sir is going to be snaking his way through order, hurt his footstep, but they don't exactly want to overextend. They don't exactly know how many people are in this game. We can see there's a lot of people here, but then inside the game, this is a huge mess here too.
No, everybody has their wits end now. I'm talking about every team that is existing still in the game. We merge into a very small circle in the Yasnaya. I call it Yasnaya Pokemon now instead of Poliana. Look at how the dots are all over the place. A1 Sinister got into quite a decent view there, while Secret Jin sharing the thing from town and Troy caught. Now, we have Navi. Where would he run? Where would he go? Matic tried to beat the extra hand at the back line, but it's here an open field. He only covers by the smoke for now. He's been shot down quite tremendously coming up from Team Secret Jin, and also A1 Navi being stopped, being denied entrance entirely from these two teams, and those without buildings will have to suffer. With airdrops in between taunting them, they can't keep the covers for temporarily. For how long? Look at that, Matrix running zigzag away, but it will not actually last long enough to just survive this one. He's suffering alone, while Tiggs is still staying low as much as possible. We're talking about Secret starting to move from the back line. Serious clump in between all the chaotic mass right now. It's a just literally party everywhere. It's just shooting party all over the place. You can hear gunshots, and they have no clue on which direction it's coming out from. Look at that ASL, abrupt players going down. Secret Jin follow suit. It's gonna be them eliminated next at 13, down to 12 teams only.
The true gangsters indeed here. A1, the perfect holdout here, providing the assist here. What a great support coming in from both Need as well as Sinister here to try and keep things out alive here. But guess what, you? The circle is going to push them all out of the town here. It's going to be the open fields of your sniper. And guess what? Na'Vi is going to be the happiest team in the world, because as of now, there's not really a lot of teams in this vicinity, whereas every single one from...
And order now back towards the game. We go. Nova SQF still in there. RQ bleeding out. Oh, they got wiped. X7 just now finished off by A1. A1 still survived. They made it out at top 5. Can they actually survive all the way here? They have the advantage of 3 men for now. Sinister bleeding really low. They still have 4, mind you that. 4 a.m. same goes for them. So it's a battle of 4 a.m. of 4 men and A1 as well. Zeus having 3. Nova SQF and Navi having 2. A lot of bombardments here, barricades of just barrages of grenades dropping in, and now 4 a.m. not sure which way to aim first. Order trying to take down on I'm not sure 4AM is there. They pin down on Navi. Takes the finish off by 4AM. Eliminated Navi. They don't have cover, but they managed to survive this long. Just have to salute for them. And 4AM now trying to take down on anyone who's droning so low to the ground. Order really lasting up health, but he's still spraying for more. These guys know no fear. He's just reckless. Look at that, healing up for now. And on the side, Savan trying to finish off Zeus. He got clubbed between 4AM and Nova SQM. But what just happened? A1 is like being... I'm not sure. They're just being awoken and go crazy. Suddenly, they're just blazing guns in there, not thinking twice. Don't have a care in the world and try to take down all the teams right in front of them.
They are insane indeed here, but now 4AM looking to close out the game. A big shot there coming with 33 sweat, and Godless gets taken down here. It's going to be A1 versus 4AM. 4AM holding the corners here. They've got 4 men healthy. They've got 13 kills, and they're looking to close out the game. And that's going to be done out of picture with 4